Okay, YouTube, so we're working on this 2011 Buick Enclave. All right, problem with this car is that it's blowing beautiful cold air on this side, and then on the driver's side is blowing heat. So it's actually running 45 degrees out of this hole here, and we would move it on this side. It's doing about 70-80 degrees on this side. You can see they're starting to climb already. So what happens what happens here is the blend door in the dash goes bad. It doesn't open anymore. So that's what causes the heat on this side. It has three doors, one for the rear, one for the passenger, and one for the driver. So it looks like the one for the driver went out. You can see there slowly the temperature's climbing on it. You can see there. So I actually bought a replacement part on Amazon. This is what it looks like. It's called the blend door. They're the same for the driver and passenger. Same exact part, supposedly. So this actually opens the door and lets either the heat or the cold come to the driver's side. So it's got the same thing on the passenger side, but on this vehicle, the only one that's bad is the one on the driver's side. It's got a plug right here. You plug it in, and then it turns this knob from side to side, opens and closes the door. Okay, so let's take a quick look up here. We had that at 45 degrees, and now this thing is hitting almost 90 degrees. So yeah, pretty uncomfortable. And as you can see here, we have our temperature settings at 60, so that definitely means there's something wrong with the blend door. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking stuff apart to fix it. Down below here, you're going to need a clip remover. Pretty simple. It's got a couple clips here in the front here. Already pulled them down a little bit. So as soon as you get them loosened with your clip remover, all you gotta do is pull them out. That cover drops straight down. Pull it forward. Okay, pieces out. Up above here, there's the blend door right there. See it? Easy to get to, no big deal. Okay, we'll be right back to go ahead and take it out. It has 3 screws holding it there and that plug. So give me 1 second, let me get my tools together and we'll take it out. Okay, we're looking at the part we're gonna change. To take the screws off, you're gonna need a T20. That's what it looks like here. It's a little straw screw, they use it a lot for GM. So you wanna take out that plug, it's got a little clip here, you pull it back, there you go. So that means you push this little button here, it pulls right off. Got 1 screw here, 1 screw there, 1 screw in the back. So I already loosened the ones that were there. It took one out already. Nothing major. There you go, unscrew one. Unscrew the other one. Pulls right out, see it? This little knob thing goes in there. Make sure when you're replacing this, you have your vehicle off and you have your AC off. So just pull it right out, no big deal. Okay, give me a second, let me get the other unit out and then we'll put it back in. Okay, well this only slides in one way pretty much. So it slides in just like this. I fiddle with it a little bit there. It could only go in one way. See, it's got a little guide there, so it could only go in one way. There you go. Bear with me for a second. I know the camera's a little shaky, but what can you do? Got one there. Let's go ahead and plug this in anyway. Just have it, go ahead and plug it in. Make sure the car's off. Make sure you have your switch for your AC off, everything off. Get this other one going. Okay, so now let's get our screwdriver. All right. This one looks like it wants to jump. We got her in there. Okay, so we got 3 screws. Tighten these down really nice. Put your plug in. I'm gonna give it a little testaroo right now. That screw in the back, you can't even see it, so that's why I took it out before. I'll give it a little tighten here. There it is, tightened all the way. Good to go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and pop that plug in. It's got little holes thing there. It makes a pain in the ass to get it in, but there it goes. They clicked in. Looks like it's good. Went all the way in. Got all our screws in. We're good to go. All right, let's give it a little. So you got your plug in. You got your screws in. When you start this up, make sure before you go ahead and take anything apart, you would have left your AC off. That's the idea. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the key. We're not gonna start it, just give it a minute. So I have my AC off. Give it a couple seconds just in case it's got to initiate or whatever, the door or whatever, it'll do it on its own depending on where you had it. Okay, so it looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and start her up. Good deal. Now let's go ahead and kick on the AC. Alright. So right now, that's the side that was working good. And that one is starting to drop. It was at 100 degrees. Look at it drop down. Yes, sir. I already checked it right here. This is nice and cold on this side. So that one's dropping as it is here. Let's go ahead and turn it on this one. This is the one that wasn't cooling at all. Because of course the door was closed, letting all the heat from the vehicle come in here. So there we go. We're dropping down. We're almost at 60 degrees. It was at 100 degrees in here. It's going to drop close to 45, which is really great. Cooling perfect. No issues at all. Look at that. Very nice. In the 60s. Accelerate a little bit there if you can see that temperature drop all the way. It is boiling hot in here right now. Got cold air coming out of both sides here, which is perfect. You can see there it's dropping down. Alright guys, look at that. Almost at 50 degrees. There's 100 degrees coming out of there. And we're good to go. Okay, so that's how you fix it. Pretty much it's all done. So that's it. 3 screws, $20 part on Amazon. A couple of clips. Really simple to put in there. T20 head, and that's all you need. There you go, 45 degrees. Same thing on the other side. So down here, this is the way you check it right here. So let's go ahead and raise the temperature and see if that door opens up. So let's make it nice and let's see if that thermostat goes the other way now. Look at that, 90 degrees. There you go. I already feel the heat coming out of there. And of course that thermostat's going to go all the way to the top. Takes a little while. There you go. It's not at 45 degrees anymore. It's boiling hot on this side. Cold on the other side. You can see there, it's raising up. There you go. So that's how you check it. So we definitely know it's working. Yeah, it's almost at 80 degrees right now, and we were at 45. So that means that this is fully functional. Let's go ahead and put it back. Put it back in the cold, because we're in South Florida here. We want it to be nice and cold out of the AC. There you go. So that thermostat started going to 80 degrees. Now it's closing the door. Boom, now we got AC again. Guys, so I guess we have this repair completed. As you can see there, temperature dropped almost to 45 degrees. It's going to keep going down. The more the vehicle runs, it's going to get a little bit colder. I get this thing almost to 40 degrees after it's been running for a while. So this repair works for the Gmc Acadia, the Traverse, and the Buick Enclave. Really simple, not a big deal. 3 screws, T20 tool to take that out, and then just plug it in and you're good to go. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.